Pixxus is in the DorkLair. Hey guys, welcome to another DorkLair action figure review. Today I'm taking a look at the Mythic Legions Pixxus action figure from the Four Horsemen, and this was originally released in the Coliseum wave and then has since been reissued in the All-Stars 2.0, which is when I picked it up. And this is also named after toy reviewer Pixel Dan, so shout out to one of my inspirations, incredible big-time toy reviewer, and just an awesome subscription, so head on over and check out his channel. But yeah, so this figure is pretty sweet, man. I like this figure a lot. It's basically a Spartan helmeted skeleton gladiator warrior, and I'm so happy to be able to say those words in a row because it's just amazing. The colors are awesome, the color scheme with the blue and the gold, and then it's just great to have another figure with this head sculpt because I think I only have one other. I have two others. I have Romulus, and then I have Deltagar, which I haven't even opened yet. I got it also in this wave, so really glad to get this guy into the collection. I've seen some people mix some parts and swap out some human parts in there, and it looks really good with human arms and stuff. Mine has really nice tight joints, which doesn't happen that often with Mythic Legion, so they really kind of nailed the quality on this one, and let's get into this review. So standard Mythic Legions packaging, and it's got the bio on the side and then the usual stuff on the back. And the legion that he is a member of is the Sons of the Red Star. So starting off with the sculpt, paint, and details on this, I love the Spartan helmet. I love this so much. It's just an awesome look. It's got this nicely detailed sculpted plume on the top. Nice cleanly painted gold ridge there. And then the rest of the helmet, there's like even a little Spartan like emblem, I guess, on the back there, kind of almost skull-like, which is fitting considering the alternate head on this guy. Yeah, just like scroll work throughout. It's just an awesome sculpt. I love this very much. According to the bio, Pixxus is brothers to Vitus, who was the original 1.0 sort of Spartan-looking guy. The skeleton arms have the soft armor like kind of attached to it, glued on there, so that's pretty cool. And then when you articulate it, this can move around so that it'll go up and over the shoulder like that. So that's a really nice touch right there. And then the body armor is the knight, basically one of the knight armors, and you know, it's got the shoulder sort of like strap sculpted in with some gold edging and gold rivets and stuff, and then the decorative kind of like pieces on the front there that are all painted well. This is like the barbarian belt type thing, and it's got all these like leather straps kind of hanging down, and it's kind of amazing how this thing can transform completely when it's just painted a different color than the barbarian. There's a little fur coming over the top, so nice details, and I've always been impressed with the way the leather is all over these straps, so really cool. And then it's got sort of the matching loincloth that matches up with the rest of the body armor up there. Skeletal legs. They do a great job of sort of doing like bone on these characters. They tend to have like a little bit of a wash and like little pips that kind of show. So you can see it right there. You can kind of see like the bone degrading and you know, like chipping and stuff like right there. So that's a nice touch. And then down into the Greaves, these are like the standard knight Greaves with boots kind of going on here with nice gold accents and rivets. So just a really beautifully sculpted and painted figure. And again, with this line, they are basically just reusing and repainting, and they keep getting creative and they keep coming up with neat different things for it. So you have a skeleton with armor on and the Spartan helmet. It's just really cool. All right, let's take a look at Pixxus next to a few other characters. So here's another 1.0 body. This is the orc from the same wave. So this is the Coliseum orc right here. And then this is Greaves of the Slither, so a 2.0 body from the Advent of Decay. And then bringing in this character on the Goblin body, and that is Thistlethorn, the forest goblin, and then pulling in some other lines. Here's a Batman from Mezco, and then a Superman from NECA Toys. This is the San Diego Comic-Con Superman. Then pulling in a movie realization samurai figure. This is Captain America. And finally, I kind of feel like these two might battle it out in the arena. Here's a Gamorrean Guard from the Black Series. For accessories, he comes with this shield that has all these runes around the edge, and then there's a little bit of a wash. And it's painted this shiny sort of gold color with that wash, and the gold kind of matches the gold in his armor. And then it's got the handle rather than the wrist clasp that the newer figures are coming with the handle. He's also got this spear, and it's pretty basic, but it's got a silver painted tip, and then you have the bronze painted shaft. I do kind of imagine Pixxus with a spear in the arena. And then this sword painted in the same colors. It's the typical long sword that Mythic Legions comes with. I love this sculpt. Such a great sword. Awesome piece. And he comes with this neck piece that you can peg right into his neck to kind of add to the armor. It was actually on him in the box, but I prefer the helmeted head without this and the skull head with it in there. So I'll show you, this pegs in right here, and then his neck, if you want to take a look at his neck, is a bone piece, like a spine piece, and then his head can pop right on, and then here's a look at the skull head, which is incredible. I mean, this thing's articulated. It's got a jaw that opens and closes, and the eyes are painted a nice deep black. Tons of little like cracks and stuff all throughout the cranium, and this is just sweet. I love this head. He also comes with the usual pile of stuff, the adapters for his back and a strap to kind of like store a weapon around either his waist or around his shoulders. Articulation is standard Mythic Legions articulation. If you have a skeleton type figure, you know the articulation on this guy. The head is on a ball joint and can kind of rock around and roll around pretty well. A lot of freedom of movement. There's nothing really getting in the way there. One of the reasons why I like having this piece off when I have this helmet on is it does kind of like hinder the movement a little bit. I also like to be able to see the helmet a little bit better, and it just kind of smooths into this one like shape when you have that on there. This kind of brings out the helmet a little more. And then his shoulders can come up about this far, and again, it's got that rubbery piece that gets out of the way. It's kind of a genius move right there to have that not glued down at that point. The arms will swing all the way around. Single jointed elbows will come up this far, and they also have a swivel. And then the hand is on a hinge, and it will swivel around as well. Up in the waist, there's just a ball joint. So not a ton of articulation there. He'll crunch forward that far and then back that far, which is not bad for just a ball joint. There's no upper torso like the 2.0 figures. And then the legs, I have really tight joints on this, which I like, I prefer, because lately I've been getting a lot of looser figures, but the leg can come out about that far, and then it will kick forward this far, and then it will kick back all the way. The knee is a single joint and will come up this far, and then there's a swivel below the knee, and the ankles have those really deep rockers, and then he can point his toe down this far and then point it up this much. So standard Mythic Legions articulation, pretty good for what you need here. As usual, the elbows would be nice if they had double joints on some of their elbows, but you know, then you're kind of sacrificing the look a little bit. But overall, this is an incredible figure. As always, Mythic Legions is just impressing me time and time again. I'm really looking forward to the next wave that's going to be releasing. The Siege at Bjorngar is going to be coming out supposedly at the end of September. And that one's got the new scale figures, the ogre scale figures. So very, very excited to pick those up. And I will be putting the review up as soon as those come in. And I'll probably start with the ogres because they're so new. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my Instagram at the DorkLair. Be sure to check out my other videos. More Mythic Legions, Star Wars, SH Figuarts, Mezco, Batman, Spider-Man. I just reviewed my first 1/6 scale figure, the He-Man from Mondo. And yeah, so keep an eye on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, may the force be with you.